This video is getting so much attention, so let's go through some of the reasons of why this could be happening and what the heck you can do to help with it. Some of the biggest comments on here were like, oh my gosh, I feel so seen, which is so cool. And number two, some people were like, yeah, I've kind of just been like thrown off, like, or not thrown off, but like people are like, yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. And like, it's not painful, it's not an issue, which I don't really love that. So here are some reasons why this could be happening. One of the first things I think about if someone's experiencing like popping, clicking, all of those things, it's potential like localized hypermobility. I know like hypermobility of like the whole body is something that's maybe common, but we have to know that each of the joints of our body have a certain mobility level, and based off of our movement patterns, our genetic makeup, the things that we're like that we do as sport and fun, maybe we have different areas of our body that has more mobility as opposed to other areas of our bodies that have a little bit more or that have a little bit less mobility. So some of the popping and clicking can result from different areas just moving more on one another, having like maybe micro instability or localized hypermobility. The number two thing that I think about is like sequencing. So I think about like when you get up and go to work in the morning, you don't just like get into your car, you like wake up, you brush your teeth, you put your clothes on, and then you go and then you get into your car and go to work. Same with our muscles. Like we need those deeper stabilizing muscles to fire first before we're like really pushing and moving like heavy weight with our bigger phasic muscles, for lack of a better word. And for people who have experienced injury or maybe have more hypermobility, our sequencing is kind of thrown off. It's actually one of the first things to go. A lot of people are like, I need to get back to heavy lifting. And I'm like, you actually need to work on like re-coordinating those joints to be able to move well. So for people that are like poppy, clicky, catchy, that is actually like one of the first things that I'll work on, is working on those like deeper stabilizing muscles, being able to move through those ranges of motion that they do get the clicking in with like nice and controlled motions. And then maybe we're like adding heavier weight or allowing them to be like, oh, go do the thing that makes it pop and just kind of do it in your daily life, and it will feel a lot better because you worked on the resequencing. If this is something that you feel like you have missed, like maybe you're doing a lot of heavy lifting or doing a lot of stretching, but like that sequencing, that stabilization stuff, it's just not totally locked in. This is like one of my favorite things to do ever. So feel free to drop podcast in a comment, and I'll send you a full podcast breakdown on how I incorporate stability work up into strength training for runners specifically.